Alright, tonight's meal is going to be very simple. It's liver and onions. Liver and onions is pretty easy to make. It's one of those people either love it or they hate it. Fortunately for me, I'm one of those that loves it. I usually get calf liver, but they just have the regular beef liver, which does fine. It's not a problem. A whole yellow onion, some flour for making your gravy. It comes in later. I'm going to batter it with milk and egg and this chicken powder. And, of course, you need a little oil and some, seasons, Tony's garlic powder, stuff like that. It goes pretty easy. First, you fry this after you batter it. Set it aside. Don't fully cook it all the way through because it's going to cook with the onions and the gravy. And then after you set that aside, in that same, pour out just a little bit of the oil and then brown some of this flour with some seasoning. Get it nice and brown, and then add water to it. Cover it with, once you put this back in it, of course with the onions, and then let it simmer for, about 20 minutes or so, and put it over rice or mashed potatoes. I'm, of course, having to cook rice because Ann don't like mashed potatoes. And that's very unfortunate because I make some really good homemade mashed potatoes. Alright, I got my egg and milk. I'm using that Horizon organic milk, which any milk will do for what this is. I like to add a little black pepper with the chicken seasoning that I'm going to batter the liver with. Now, I don't use the chicken batter for the gravy because it's just a little bit too salty for that. And for that, of course, I use just the regular flour. Cut this onion up, and I got a little salt set aside for just to taste test with as I'm cooking it, and Tony's and garlic powder. Stuff tends to be a little messy, so I got it kind of set up right in the sink like so. I'm going to dip there, batter there, go right into the fryer there, and offset over here. And in the meantime, I'm going to be getting the cutting board out and cutting up that onion. Take them out like that. Don't let them fully cook. They're going to cook in the fully cook in the gravy. About like so. Pull them out. Make them look about like that. And you can only use that same knife. Just rinse it in the water and cut my onion with. Utilize everything. Alright, so at this point you want to get this good and brown. When you get it right where you want it with the brown color, have your water ready to pour in it. Right. Got my onion staged, ready to go in. I'll add some water to this, and then I will add some seasoning to it. That's about where I want it right there. A little seasoning. I'll add that onion, cut that onion up in it. Well, I've kind of overcooked my pot, but I can fix that. Nothing but a little pot transfer can't fix. I turned it back up on high to get the heat to build up in it. Oh, it smells good. Anyway, it's going to cook for about 20-25 minutes. I got it up to a rolling boil, so I will turn it down to medium heat. That way everything starts to kind of cook together, and then I'll start taste testing to see if I need to add any salt. Yeah. That smells good, huh? Mm-hmm. So, I had to add a little bit of salt, not much, very little bit. But it's about done. I'm going to go ahead and turn the fire off and just let it do its cooling. And then we're going to put it on over this old rice right over here, and so we'll use that medium grain, this stuff right here, get the Asian market, the jasmine rice. Really good stuff. What do you think? In there. You like?
Mm-hmm. I make a lot for me too.
Little bit, come help your mama eat.